Good afternoon and welcome curling fans across Ontario and around the world to an exciting week of curling on Title Sports Live. Today we have live coverage of the U-18 Men's and Women's Ontario Curling Championship being held here at the Hamilton Victoria Curling Club in Hamilton, Ontario. My name is Mary Chilvers and I am joined here today by former Canadian Scotties silver medalist Laurie Eddy. Good afternoon, Laurie.
Good afternoon, Mary. It's moving day here at the U-18 Provincial Championships. The women have 2 draws today, so we will start seeing the cream rise to the top. Lots for these women's teams to play for, with a trip to the National U-18 Championships on the line, a trip to St. Andrews, New Brunswick.
So on our featured sheet this afternoon, from the Listowel Curling Club, we have skip Maddie Warriner, vice Sarah Bailey, second Brianne Donegan, and the lead is Shannon Warriner. And today they're taking on the team from the Port Perry Curling Club, skip Rachel Steele, vice Grace Lloyd, second Michaela Robert, and the lead is Rebecca Smith. And just to update everyone with the current standings on the women's side here, Team Warriner is currently in first place with no losses. They're at 3-0. And we have Como, Bernard, and Deschênes all at 2-1. We have STEELE at 1-2. We have Team Pollock at 1-2, and Team Doig at 0-3. So we are getting a first look here at the team at the top of the standings here, Team Warriner.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see Team Warriner. They're having a great week so far.
Yeah, and Team STEELE have a couple of losses already, so they're going to want to bring Warriner down in the standings.
So they're just finishing up their draw to the button and getting the measurements down there. I do believe that Team Warriner won the draw to the button. They were biting the top of the button. So they will have hammer in the first end. So as they get started here, we're just going to take a look at the other games that are on today. On sheet 1, we have Team Como playing Team Pollock. On sheet 3, we have Team Doig playing Team Deschênes. And on sheet 4, we have Team Bernard versus Team Mungo. So we will keep a close eye on those games as well, keep you updated.
And here we're about to begin our feature match here with Team Warriner having the hammer in the first end. Rachel will call this one into the rings.
So we may see a bit of target practice here for the first end, Mary.
We might. We were speaking with the ice maker before the game, and he's told us that he put a little bit more curl in the ice for this draw.
Yeah, I think the ice crew noticed this morning that in the men's game it was starting to straighten out a little bit. The rocks are getting a little bit smoother as the week goes on, so they did do a different clip to get a little more curl. So the girls are really going to have to pay attention this draw. They'll be getting a fair bit of movement again. And that rock did come up short.
It did, yeah.
We might have a offensive end here. Just a little heavy there, goes out the back door. So great chance here for Team STEELE to wrap one around that center guard.
Both of these teams do play on the Ontario Junior Curling Tour. And right now, Rachel Steele sits at 3rd spot on that tour, and Warriner sits at the 10th spot.
Okay.
A really nice shot here.
So great draw there. They did say that it was a 13-8, so that's a little slower than what we have seen, but that's because it's curling a bit more, so no shocker.
Mm-hmm.
She can see a good half of this rock. Need to get it by the guard, though, or it'll come back.
Just a little tight out of her hand. There, maybe? Pretty good. Grand. Yeah.
Team STEELE paying good attention to where that guard was and made sure that it was back into the proper spot.
Come here. Okay. Line's pretty good.
So really nice chance here for Team STEELE to get another one behind that center guard. Put a little bit of early pressure on Team Warriner.
Okay, I want to get to the inside of it though.
Look at that finish.
That's a really nice shot by Michaela. So Brianne Donegan here going to try to get rid of a couple of these blue rocks. Hopefully peel the front and maybe clip another one out on the way by.
Okay, that's fine.
That's a good shot.
Yeah, she still leaves the center guard though, and Team STEELE does have two in there, so great opportunity. We did mention that both these teams had the morning off. They had a banquet last night, so a nice rest and sleep in this morning, unlike you and I.
Yeah. No rest for the weary.
Whoa, you're fine.
That's right.
You're fine.
No rest for the wicked.
Yeah. Okay, whoa. Whoa, it's going to overcurl. Just leave it.
Team STEELE with some really nice draw weight here.
Yeah, they've really found their draw weight early.
Normal. Just a little tight on that one.
Team Warriner can make a play out shot rock here. She's throwing a heater at this one.
Yeah, I might get a roll over here to the other blue one.
Very nice shot.
So that's going to force Rachel to have to play a hit on this yellow rock, as Warriner does have the hammer.
So Mary, I did confirm with the teams that they did in fact have chicken at the banquet.
They did?
You were right.
That's that crystal ball of mine, Lori.
Yes. You're polishing that up all week.
You want to try that if you feel it's fine?
You best be writing psychic on your bio sheets the next time we stream you.
I'm going to.
Yes.
My new part-time job, Lori.
There you go.
Because I so believe in all that.
Trying the run back, but she's just going to get the straight peel. but that's okay. Opens up the front.
So Rachel asking Grace to replace that center line guard. Would like it nice and tight to the rings.
Lisa, curl! Can you finish? Finish! Hard! Hard all the way! Yep, hard! Hard! Hard!
That's a really good shot. Nicely
Very
done.
nice shot by Grace Lloyd.
Do you like that? 15-3. Do you like that? Okay.
Team Warriner's going to play the hit and try to get the long roll behind those blue rocks on the 4-foot area.
I'd rather give you a little extra and then try to finish it and then overthrow. Whoa!
Yeah, this is one of those shots. She could just play the run on the top one and try to clip off the side one on its way by to open up the front, make sure she scores in the first end.
Is it like guarding this again?
That won't help the cause as she went by everything.
I don't give an easy double though. Like if we want her to draw.
So now the steal is set up.
This side better?
Yeah, definitely.
Your first one you just set in. Because that's their shot. Yeah, and if I'm light, we do a guard. Yeah. Probably like here? Yeah.
So this will be our first look at the other side of the sheet, this end.
So like top 12, if we're light, guard it. Just like top 12, if we're light, we guard it. So that's why I'm taking this side. I don't mind the same thing on mine. Oh, yeah. Yes! Yes! Whoa, whoa, whoa! Whoa!
Well, big over curl on that. Looked like it didn't have a great rotation to begin with. Caught the curl early.
Do you think that was heavy? Do you think that was heavy on my hand? Give me a bit more. Yeah, I thought
Yeah, that really went sideways, didn't it? I mean, it was one of the first rocks down there, this end, so it doesn't shock me that was a little light.
Okay, control up.
Actually, her weight was okay. She said guard was an option. Just maybe didn't get quite out there on this very swingy ice.
A big roll here would be really nice. Yeah. Well, that's what they thought, because we haven't played as much on that side. Stay with it. Yes! Yeah. Hard! Hard!
This one is going again.
Yeah, we have another miss here. Having trouble with that particular rock
That
out
rock
there.
does not want to leave.
I think you here is out pro. I mean, to need at least like tight there, I think. Right is good, right?
Well, I think
Yeah.
their third missed it on the high side.
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry. Okay. Do you guys like the come around? Yeah. So what do you guys like? More weight? Like you guys thought that was heavy.
So great opportunity for Team Steele. I don't want to steal your joke
Play this half a lot more.
that you said the other day.
Don't steal my material.
Yeah, I
Lori.
won't steal your material. You can say it.
Actually, I don't quite remember what I said. Something about steel and a steal.
You got to start writing this down, Mary.
I know.
Switch!
So she doesn't want to go deep here. This is the only
Finish hard!
problem with this call.
Well, leave it there.
I think that's
Pretty
a
good shot.
pretty good spot, actually. Sitting 3. Pressure is on here for Team Warriner.
Didn't really curl that much.
They're still going after this rock in the wing here on the 8-foot. If you can hit and get a slight roll in, you could get shot rock.
I think if she noses it, she may just give up 1.
Right.
I think at this point they'd be okay with that.
Yeah.
I was just tight on the last one.
Yeah, she could draw the other side against 3, but, you know, that would not be a good option in the first end of play.
Yeah, I agree. Well, we'll see if this rock is ready to leave the rings.
Yes! Whoa! A little bit. Yes! Yeah.
This one's looking better. Gonna roll away.
Hitting high side, though. I think you're going to see a steal of 2 here for Team STEELE.
Do you like I like going in.
So, score is 2-0. Team STEELE over Team Warriner. Team Warriner will have the hammer playing the second end. So lots of pressure by Team STEELE in that end. Really made some great draws.
We just missed all our shots.
That really is the name of the game in curling.
Oh, absolutely. It really. You got four players that have really good draw weight. You're going to win a lot of games.
Yep.
That's true, right?
That's why those old fellas are so good, you know.
Oh, it's true.
You want that side? Okay.
Who hasn't been schooled by them a few times?
Oh, yeah.
So, like, two's not that bad, given.
Okay, so throwing lead rocks for Team STEELE, we have Rebecca Smith. Rebecca lives in Cambridge.
Line's okay. Just for wait. Hard, line's good, hard. 14-4.
Rebecca will want to get this one top 8-foot.
Yeah, great sweeping there. I think Team Warriner just going to try to settle the nerves a little bit.
I don't know. Just keep putting
Content to hit this one rather than put up some guards. Sometimes this is a good strategy just to settle the team down.
Yes!
Throwing this is Shannon Warriner. Hometown Burlington, Ontario, grade 11 student at Frank J. Hayden Secondary School. Dr. Frank J. Hayden, excuse me.
And Rebecca is a grade 12 student. She's 17. She attends the Pierre René de Galinier School. It's all French. How'd I do with my French there?
Yep. Roll it.
Perfect.
Okay, I got a 9.
C'est bon.
Oh, my. It's too bad we weren't having any fun here.
Yes! Whoa! Yep. Okay, whoa, you're fine. Big roll. Yep. Good.
Okay, and throwing second stones for Team STEELE is Michaela Robert. Michaela lives in Toronto.
Whoa! Yep! Yes! Hard! Peace! Hard!
Just gets enough to remove it. Again, haven't played that side of the sheet that much this game, so I think just a little extra curl there still.
And this is Brianne Donegan, the second for the Warriner team. Brianne attends the Listowel District Secondary School. This is interesting, Lori. She says she's in grade 13.
Is that like a victory lap?
Okay, that must be it. Because there's no grade 13s anymore. So I thought.
Well, we never had grade 13s. I don't know what you people need to do that up here for.
Oh, you never did it out east?
They never had such things.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Didn't know that.
They thought we were smart enough at 17 years old. Little did they know.
To send you out to the world.
Yeah. So, Michaela attends the Bishop Allen Academy in grade 12. She's 17.
Yep. Whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa. Clean. Yep. Roll it over.
So this is draw 4 of the ladies' side of this competition. We'll keep you all updated on all the other sheets here today. As we said earlier, it's kind of moving day here. This is when you can really see who's in the running and who needs to beat who in order to be in the running. This is when it gets fun.
Yeah, it sure does.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard not to sneak peeks around this time of the week. And because they go with win-loss over each other first, these wins are pretty critical.
They are.
Only top 3 advance to the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
So throwing Vice Rocks for Team STEELE is Grace Lloyd.
Whoa!
And Grace lives in my hometown of Dundas.
Whoa, it's gone.
Okay,
oh, that one definitely
funny.
picked.
Yeah, that really.
They need to go clean that path.
Curled.
I think you still have 7. Okay. Yeah, that was.
Unfortunate.
Yeah.
Your weight was a 9.5.
So out of nowhere, there's a chance for Team Warriner to get a deuce back.
Mm-hmm.
Even up this
Well, I'll just know.
game.
Yeah. If you think you need more ice, just tell me. I'll probably forget.
So Sarah Bailey is throwing this draw to the wing here. She's from the Brampton, Ontario, town of Brampton, Ontario. Goes to Mayfield Secondary School, grade 12.
Yes! Hard, get it here! Gotta be here, hard! Hard, get it fighting, hard!
They worked really hard on that. Just a little light. Chance for Team STEELE to get out of this. They'll need to keep the brooms down. Nobody did clean that path after Grace's last rock picked.
Yeah.
So Grace is 17. She goes to St. Mary Catholic Secondary School in grade 12.
Whoa. Clean. Yep. Whoa. Yep. Roll it. 8-8.
So nice recovery there for Grace. You always hate to see picks in this game.
I got 8-8.
Well, yeah. Don't even get me started on that subject.
No.
I just think it's so unfair if you
Well,
lose a shot or a game over a pick.
yes. Oh yeah, I think we've all had it happen, that's for sure. It's awful. Trying for
Might
a
have a
long
good
roll
roll
behind
here.
the corner guard here.
Might have overswept it a bit, but that's a great shot.
Yeah, great attempt.
As long as I don't hit the guard, though, right? Yeah. 0 left. Wait, I just want to see how much I can see.
I think they can see about edge to edge here.
Okay. Almost all of it. Do you
Okay.
like 9.5?
They feel they can
Probably
see
there.
most of it, so she's going to take a run.
That's okay.
This spot has been curling.
No, it's okay. It's helping right now.
So this is our look at Rachel Steele. She is the skip of this team.
Okay.
Lives in
Grace,
Port
let me
Perry.
go, 9. Do you think that's so, like, yours curled a lot here, but that's your rock. Do you want me to just leave the ice? Okay. Just leave, yeah. Yep! Yes!
I want to be careful not to chip this yellow one in the rings. She hit enough of it.
Yeah, she might have just been a bit tight. They called that right out of her hand. She had plenty of ice there.
It did curl a lot, but okay. I don't know. I might have been a little tight.
So another chance for Team Warriner to split the rings.
Is that tight on that? Okay, 75, 80?
Throwing skip rocks for the Warriner team is Madeline Warriner. She is a grade 12 student at Dr. Frank J. Hayden Secondary School.
Is that similar to practice or no? Yeah.
She's been curling for 13 years since she's 18, so she started as a little rocker.
Wow. I can't even imagine starting at 5.
Well, really, at that age, they just go or slide around and throw, you know, just get used to the environment.
Don't you just sit on rocks and get pushed around
Yeah.
at that age?
I used to do that with my kids. Sit them on the rock and shoot them down the ice.
I bet you didn't have helmets on them either.
No, absolutely not.
So a really nice draw here. Sits 2.
Yeah, really nice draw. Nicely spread out.
Yeah, no chance for any double. All you need to do here is make one go away, hope to hold your shooter for shot rock, and maybe Team Warriner will make a mistake.
This is same ice. I was a little tight. So, yeah.
So Rachel is 16 years old. She
Yeah.
attends the
I had it
Port
on
Perry High School, grade 11 student.
It really curls at the end. So. Whoa. Right off.
Throwing more weight on this rock. Does remove it, does not hold her shooter. So free draw here for a second point for Team Warriner to tie up this game.
More weight.
Rachel's one of the players here this week that has a sibling also in the competition, her twin brother Nathan, and we will be seeing him in the next draw. Plays for the Josh Lung team.
Is my line okay? Thought I threw it better than my.
It's been a family affair this week. Lots of siblings.
It's great for the parents. They can, you know, come and watch all their children in the same competition.
That's right.
We've got the Ingalls family. We've got the STEELE family. We've got the Randall family. It's 3 right there.
Yeah, there's even more. Somebody gave me a list. I'm just looking for it right now. Since we're discussing. The Massey family. The Schnur family.
Oh my goodness.
2 brothers. Coach and son from Team Running. Siblings. We've got, yeah, you said the Ingalls.
Yeah, I think so.
Coach and daughter, Mark and Veronica Bernard.
Yeah.
Also Greg and Emma Artichuk. Paul and Maggie.
Can't get the
Not
last
sure.
name on that one.
Not sure how to pronounce the last name. Coach and daughter again, Todd and Parker Doig. And of course, sisters Madeline and Shannon here on Team Warriner. So,
and speaking of Team Warriner, they just picked up a 2-ender there. So
hey.
we got a tie game here now, 2-2, and STEELE having last rock here in the 3rd.
So we'll update the other sheets as soon as they post the scores.
So nice call here from Rachel STEELE. That first draw of the Warriner team did overcurl slightly and is just sitting top 12. So Rachel will put a corner guard up on the other side of the sheet.
Yeah, I love this call.
Yeah.
And again, we don't want this in.
Really going.
I think it might be.
Yeah, they're just walking it down there, aren't they?
Might want to take it.
14-7.
It might stop here,
It's
actually.
trying, yeah.
It did. Good.
What?
Good shot.
Yeah.
Everybody was holding their breath a little
They
bit.
were. I think because there's such a big curl there. Took a lot of the weight off.
Wait only. Line's fine. Wait only.
Yeah, because that first rock of Team Warriner's
Line's nice.
isn't in the top 4 positions, not a great guardable rock.
Whoa.
So they looked like they're opting to come right around it.
Sarah, if you can.
Try to make a better one.
Yep. Hard. All the way. Good.
Nicely done.
Mm-hmm.
Do you like this or doing that?
These long rolls have been really tough this week.
They have. We haven't seen too many of them being made successfully.
No, and if you go too aggressive with the roll and roll out, you're going to see that corner guard come off real quick.
Yes! Whoa!
Might as well play the front one here.
Yeah, I think we've got a plan B situation.
Okay.
Needs to hold her shooter, though.
A little more. I got 9-3.
Yeah, so, you know, in that kind of a situation, maybe bring the weight down a bit. That was pretty firm weight.
Yeah, I didn't mind just the draw around the corner guard, too. You put it there for a reason. Now you're going to lose it if this peel's made.
Mm-hmm.
There's lots of end left to deal with the middle.
Right.
Those first 4 rocks are setup stones.
Whoa. No.
Little pop on this release. I think this one is going to have a flyby.
Just set it a little on a release.
So now Rachel will come around the corner. I think the young kids, you know, when there was 2 rocks, she was facing 2 rocks, she was afraid to leave them both there and go around the corner. Now she's leaving just the 1 rock. She feels a little safer.
Yeah, it's a
playing
little
this
more
shot.
comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at the ice she's taking for this draw.
It will
No
curl.
line. No line.
There it
Grace,
goes.
close. There's no line. Can you go? Bring it back here hard.
Trying to finish it now. The weight looks really nice.
It'll finish. Look at how much that curled.
Hard. Keep going. Hard.
What a beautiful shot.
Nicely done.
More than half. Try this. If you get the guard, that's fine. Joel.
So this shot is definitely makeable for Brienne.
Yes.
With amount of curl here.
Whoa.
She's throwing a ton of rotation, so this will not finish very hard. Just is going to get a corner.
That's fine. I mind that. This is last. You want even more?
So Rachel just giving a little less ice. The weight was perfect on the last throw. So just love to sink
Line's
one under
better.
there perfectly.
Line's better. Yep. Yep.
Lots of
Line's
line.
good, line's
Just
good.
got to watch the weight here.
Right here. Yep. Yes, hard.
This is a great shot. Lovely.
What a great shot by Michaela.
Do you like the peel?
That's how you score too.
Absolutely.
So let's do a quick update. They finally hung the scores on the other sheets. So on sheet 1, it's tie game, 2 apiece between Team Como and Team Pollock. And on sheet 3, it's a score of 1-0 Team Duchesne over Team Doig. And on sheet 4, we have Team Mungle. They are up 2-1 over Team Bernard. All those games also in the third end. Did she change her mind from the peel here, Mary?
She did. She's deciding to come around that corner guard. And this is looking heavy here.
So what are your thoughts on this?
No. Even if she makes the shot, she's kind of asking for trouble playing around a corner guard without hammer. So
Do you like hitting this or just coming to this one? Okay.
Rachel could sink
This
another
is
one
hard.
behind that corner,
She could.
and that would bring a score of 3 into play. But she's going to hit this one and sit 2.
So who is second shot at
Well,
the moment?
I'm not sure. I think it could be. Yeah, it looks like it is yellow at the back. I'm not sure if we can get an overhead of that to see whose second shot is.
Yeah! Yes!
If it is yellow, they'd love to get a hit and roll in front of it.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Roll it, roll it! Whoa, never mind, don't roll it.
Yeah, it's yellow is sitting second.
Yeah, just in between both those shots. If she hits it a little thinner, I think the double was there, or she had to hit it a little thicker to get the perfect hit and roll. Still not a bad situation here for Team STEELE. They're sitting second and third. So if this rock isn't placed perfectly, there is a chance for a multiple end.
Yellow!
This is going to be on the guard, I think.
Whoa!
Yeah, it sure is. It's light and tight.
And the way it curls down here, Rachel, she can get at that yellow rock, I think. Just like a backline weight.
From my vantage point, I feel like she's
This
got
is a shot!
at least a third of it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's there.
Like enough to hit it or just tap? Just down. Okay. Pull back? Like back line half? Pull back at all? Back line? Okay. Okay. That's fine. Your line was good.
So really have to be careful with the weight call here. You know, because plan B here is to, if you don't make the shot, at least tick one of those blue ones over slightly and stay in the rings.
Yeah, this is a team shot. All 4 need to be involved with making this.
Yep! Hard! Hard!
She's going to be on one of the blues. But if she could roll it into the rings and move that guard over.
Roll it!
Boy, that curled.
12-5.
Well, if you
Coming around?
start the rock on the inside of that center line, you're done.
I think so too.
You have to let it ride the center line for a while.
Okay.
Yeah, even if she hit that guard a little thinner and managed to roll another one in, would have been a great outcome.
Yeah.
Bit more even. Yeah. I don't think I can get at that now. Maybe. Do you like the hit and roll? Okay. Wait. Huh? Control. Stay with it. It moves a lot. What are they doing? Hitting that? Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to have a timeout here by Team Warriner. So we'll try to have a listen to their conversation.
I don't mind hanging around. Because right now she can't get that yellow one out. I think the come around's better because from down here you can't get that yellow one out now. It's hard. Like the blue's right. Oh, somebody has a scripper on. You have to. Go. They're not even calling a shot yet. My God. Look, they're still not even calling.
chance that if it overcurls, which they're finishing.
Ron, you'll drive it back on yours.
That's what I was worried about.
Go around the center guard.
Yeah, okay.
Let's go around the center guard first.
All right, cool.
Focus when you guys are in the hack, because nobody's hitting the broom.
Right.
Okay? You were like 2 feet narrow. Okay? Go around the center guard. See the first one around. Your shot.
Okay.
Don't make them shot by racing that thing back.
Right, okay.
Think about your shots. You guys change your mind. Okay? You don't like it? Talk to her.
Yeah.
Alrighty, let's get into this game.
Okay.
We're still in her. Let's.
I like edge of 8.
Yeah.
What's that?
I like edge of 8 for a broom.
Inside part of the 12, you mean?
Okay. Yeah.
Even a little bit more. You gotta make sure you're around it.
Mid 12. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Speed the same?
Yep. And this should be, yeah. 65 Yeah. 68, okay.
Okay, so the Warriner team had a discussion with the coach, and they are opting to draw around the center line guard to sit 2 here. I like this call.
Yeah, I do too. I mean, that yellow is pretty inaccessible back there, isn't it?
It is, yeah. So it's not a whole lot of risk here.
This side still has not been used much. I think the girls are kind of forgetting that part. So it's not quite up to speed over there.
Yeah, I guess
That's a couple times we've seen rocks come short.
Yeah, I don't think I want to throw a lot. I want to stick around my shooter. Like, if not, I want to roll there, right? So hack? Yours was like, yeah. Did you same? Did you still like just like center line? Do you guys like trying to raise the blue? If not, we roll under the guard. Just like hack. Yeah, Grace thought she turned hers in. So this is same ice. I'm throwing a little bit more weight.
So I like this call. She's got a chance here. If she can just squeeze by that top yellow guard with hack weight, she can actually push the yellow one out at the back.
Yeah, I think they are looking at actually raising their blue in, but they need to remember there's lots of options, and hitting it, just ticking it and rolling in under is a good option too.
Oh, she's going to get the roll. Yeah, you see, you let that go a bit. She actually had a shot to sit a couple. She could have pushed it right back on the yellow one because it curls so much in that spot.
Is that weight okay?
So another chance for Team Warriner to try to put another one in there. They'd love to sit 2 here to force or potentially steal.
Well, she better get another one in here because that shot's still there for Rachel.
It sure is.
For
In
a
fact,
bundle.
It looks better now than it did.
Yeah.
That one's out a lot more. It's running really straight. Yeah, it'll finish. Wow. Shoot it! See, I got 13.5.
This should finish.
Hard all the way! Hard! Keep going!
Pretty good. I think they're sitting 2.
I can't hit that and just be shot.
And she left it in a spot where if Team Steel does try to hit it, she won't be shot rock. So it's a good shot.
Especially if I was afraid we were going to miss the rings again. That's not easy. Or we could just draw. I don't know. Yeah. 9 or more than that?
She knows
Okay. Okay. If we nose it, we won't be shot, so you have to try to get the other yellow. But I don't know. I feel a little bit more comfortable with this. 8-5. Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
Trying the thin double here.
Hard!
Yeah, they are.
Oh,
But Rachel knew that was a tough shot, and she was okay with giving up just a single point here.
absolutely. So STEELE won for Team Warriner. They will lead 3-2, and Team STEELE will have the hammer playing the fourth end. Yeah, that was a risk versus reward kind of situation. It's only one if you miss.
Yeah, and she wasn't comfortable drawing against 2. So,
Yep, good call.
yeah, I think it was.
Heavier is better. Line's a little tight.
So Shannon Warriner has, looks like she's been in quite a few provincial championships. 2016 U-18 girls and the 2017. She's played in the U-21 this past season. Qualified for the U-21 mixed doubles in 2017-2018.
2, 3.
yeah, a little scary, but like, okay, it's pretty good.
So they're going to have Rebecca throw the corner guard. Rebecca's been to 2 Bantam girls provincials,
Line tight.
2 U-18 girls provincials,
Yep, for sure.
a Bantam mixed,
Whoa.
and a U-21.
Line's tight.
Best result was finishing second in the Bantam girls provincial.
16-5. Are we meeting or no?
I like the fact that they now have a U-18 and a U-21, and if you're 16 years old, you can still play. You can play in both competitions. Whereas I think before, when they had Bantam and Junior, a Bantam couldn't play in a Junior championship. I'm not sure,
Okay.
but it gives them lots of nice, fun stuff to play in. That's
yeah,
for sure.
lots of experience.
Yeah.
Because you really do learn the better teams you play,
Yeah.
the better you will be.
It's okay.
A little warm on this one.
Tolerance is light.
And it is nice that there's 2 different divisions. Nothing worse than when you're starting out and you're playing against, you're 13 and you're playing people that have beards and 6 feet tall for guys and not girls, of course.
Oh God. Oh dear.
Yep, yep. Yes. Hard line. Hard. Hard. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I don't want to roll to the center. Okay.
I like peeling this one.
Yeah, okay.
So Brianne Donegan
Yes.
again has played in a lot of provincials.
Yes.
The U-18 women's, the U-21 women's,
Good.
2018 mixed, and is going to be at the 2018 mixed doubles.
Okay, so Michaela Robert participated in 2015-16 Bantam Girls, 2016 Bantam Mixed. She was at the U-18s last year as well as this year. The Mixed this year, U-18s, or Provincials for a few of those. She's been to U-21s this year and also twice gone to OFSA. So very accomplished curler for her young age.
The Warriner team would like to hit and roll a little bit away from the corner guard.
Yeah, the corner guard's over there a bit, but it's still usable.
Absolutely usable.
Okay. Yeah, exactly.
So here's where you'd like to throw more of a control weight hit on this to get that roll behind the corner without rolling out.
So Michaela's best result was winning the 2018 U18 Mixed Provincial Championship and the 2018 Gore Schoolgirl Provincial Championship.
No, I got it 9.
Do you like this way better? Okay.
So Sarah Bailey played in the mixed provincials, U21 provincials, silver medalist for mixed provincials. And Lori, her last name is Bailey, so guess who her uncle is?
I was wondering if it was a relation to Scott.
Scott Bailey is her uncle.
Wow.
World champion with Wayne Madaw.
Well, so I'm sure she's gotten a few pointers from him.
I hope Uncle Scott is watching today.
Hi, Scott. He could be here coaching.
I know. Be a great coach.
All that knowledge.
I know.
So, Grace, been to 4 U18 championships. The Ontario Winter Games this year where they won a gold medal.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Other way.
Plenty of other
Okay, that's good.
mixed
9,
provincials and the U21s this year as well. Lots of experience on this sheet ice.
You and I practiced with Grace here a few months ago. She's got really a picture-perfect delivery.
Oh yeah, she was a pleasure to throw rocks with.
Mm-hmm.
I think she was looking for a little bit of feedback, and we had nothing to offer. She was so good. In fact, we were trying to get her to give us some feedback.
Yeah.
That one never really cut. I got a 9. So
Nose isn't awful, but I like a little roll to the side. Away from the guard, I mean. Yeah, control it.
Madeline played in the U18 girls provincials in 2016, 2017. U21 provincials this past season. She was 4th in this competition last year.
Yep. Hard!
Okay. There. I like a 9. It's just it's hard to roll.
That's okay. That's fine.
Okay, 9.
Just shows you how hard it is to get the rolls on this ice, Lori. That corner guard's been sitting there the whole end, and they've been trying and trying to get a roll behind it.
Sometimes the best way to utilize the corner guard is just to draw. Hit and rolls are so hard.
They are.
So Rachel Steele, a lot of provincial experience as well. Went to 2 mixed. The U-21s this year and the Ontario Winter Games. She won the mixed championship in 2016. Also came 4th at the U-21 provincials this year.
Control up.
Okay.
Same weight.
Was I that tight? I didn't.
A little bit, but it just felt a lot there.
Yeah, I know.
Same weight.
What's my weight?
Nose is fine.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Little.
So Rachel Steele rolled to a tricky little spot here. These inside-out hits are never a gimme.
No, they're not. Especially with the curl in this spot.
Yep. Yes! Whoa! Yep. Whoa!
Makes no mistake. Really nice hit there.
Sorry, do I taking same what she give here? Probably just a little bit more. I don't feel as much rotation. I like a 9.
I like the way Rachel skips team. She's very, gives a lot of communication with her players.
Do you guys like blank?
She seems very confident with herself.
I don't know. Do you mind? Like, I don't mind just taking 1. Yeah. Yeah. This is a little more than she gave. She does more rotations.
So I think what she's saying there is,
Whoa.
let's not play this too aggressive. If we take 1, it's not the end of the world.
Yes!
You don't want to fly it by.
Exactly.
Okay, good.
So she does, in fact, take her 1. That'll tie the game up, 3 apiece, heading into the 4th end. And Team Warriner will have the hammer playing 5.
So we're now going to go into our 4th end break here. We will be back
What was that?
in about 5 minutes.
Take 5.
Take 5, everyone. And welcome back to the U-18 Men's and Women's Ontario Championship being held here in Hamilton, Ontario. If you're just joining us, we are streaming Team STEELE up against Team WARRINER, fourth draw of the competition. And we have a score of 3-2 for Team WARRINER. Sorry, 3-3. Tie ball game here, going into the fifth end. Team WARRINER will have hammer here.
Bring it tight. Bring it tight. Just a three.
So Rachel calling for the tight centerline guard. And Team WARRINER does not want to fool around with that. They're going to go to the wing. Slide to the back of the rings, which is fine.
Action. Can you throw a 9?
So tight first half of this game, Mary. Looking forward to the last four ends.
Yeah, I had a feeling this would be a good one. These teams are pretty well matched.
You called it, Crystal. I don't know, that joke's just not getting old for me.
No, it's not, is it? Well, it's a pretty name.
So, Team WARRINER trying to stick around so the front doesn't get peeled off. Nice shot.
You like this? Well, I don't even mind just T-line.
Good call here. Rachel's got a centerline guard up. The WARRINER rock is behind the tee line.
Little tight.
Yeah,
It's okay.
it's not a bad setup for her.
You need it. Needs to curl. No, it needs. Okay. I got 12-2. Do you like the PO? Okay. Norm.
There's that Norm again.
Okay, I was losing it there for a minute. I think I thought Team STEELE had hammer. I was remembering that they blanked, but they took one. So here we go. Just got myself some more caffeine. I'll be all right.
Well, that's what you get for being late coming back to the broadcast, Laura.
Like putting another one?
The ladies had some questions for me in the kitchen.
Okay.
Well, top 12 won't be second, though.
So Team STEELE here would like to force in this end. STEELE would be a bonus.
She's calling just a centerline guard here again to guard her blue one.
I would
Okay,
think
line's
so.
okay.
If she brings it into the rings, then
Line's okay.
Team Warriner can make a play at it, sit 2 and 3. So
Yeah.
that might be a
Just leave
mistake.
it.
I would throw a guard here all day.
Whoa, whoa.
I think she did call it in.
Yeah.
Are we right to it? Whoa, whoa, whoa.
That's setting up a double.
Okay.
Yeah, that will set up a pretty tailor-made double.
13-2.
Even if she misses the double, she'll sit second and third. So pretty nice situation right now for Team Warriner. Would love to score more than 1 here.
Yep. Yes. Hard. Whoa. Yes. Yes. Hard.
Needs to curl for the double.
Up.
Still not bad. Does manage to stick around. So we'll do a quick update on our other sheets. On sheet 1, we have Team Como. They are leading 5-4 over Team Pollock. On sheet 3, we have Team Duchesne. They are up 2-0 over Team Doig. And on sheet 4, we have Team Mungle. They are up 4-2 over Team Bernard.
Whoa.
All the games are in the 5th end.
Yep, yep. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay.
Kind of like this. Control. Yes. Woo. Oh, freedom.
Throwing a lot of rotation on this.
Yeah, I actually counted
get the
about
double.
8. About 8 rotations.
Oh, did you really?
Mhm.
Whoa.
Do you like the same thing?
So a little too much rotation. They generally want to see about 3 rotations on a rock on the way down. Full rotations.
Lots line. Okay, line's okay.
So again, needs
Line's
to be
okay.
careful where she puts this rock, so not to set up a double.
Oh, it's a little tight. Oh, just leave it, just leave it.
Again, it's just a nose hit here. I think she can get both of them moving. Sit 2.
Yeah, Rachel could keep, just putting up that center guard. She
And
shot rock.
that.
Just keep putting the center guard and see what Warriner wants to do.
Yeah.
You don't want to leave Warriner a shot here to sit to.
Yes. Woo. Yes. Yes. Hard.
This is close.
Hard.
If she's going over the other way, she'll jam.
She'll jam it.
Yeah. Needed to get to the nose to make that shot. This gives Rachel a really nice chance to make a hit and roll underneath.
About there.
Oh, sorry. Wow. Or a nose hit to sit 2.
It's like a 9-5.
The roll that way would have been great if we could make it. I was worried about that, but you got one of them out, so it's fine.
9-5.
It's open, so if she rolls over, then we can try to go on the ropes.
Should be good.
Good sweep there by the STEELE front end.
Now Team Warriner has a chance to make the hit and roll.
Step down a bit.
Control up, normal. I don't mind normal. Give me a bit more.
That's all right. I thought it was a little down on
Yep.
my hand. Is that a little tight as well? Okay. Yeah.
Normal. We're going to try for the roll in behind. Normal. Yeah. Norm, okay. Stay with it.
She really put that one in.
Hard! Hard! Hard!
I don't mind coming around this one.
Might have just been a little snug on release there.
The hits are moving a
Gives
ton.
Rachel a great chance to sink one around, possibly set up a steal.
Tight?
Blue one's on too, huh? On the top 12.
I
think it's
believe so.
biting. Yeah.
It's got a little nibble.
Mm-hmm.
What? Deep? Yeah. Maybe she will. Like a 14-inch? Think you need a little less than that, or? Okay. That was a little tighter, so I have to make sure I get around it. Yep! Hard! Just release!
Line looks great on this.
Hard finish! Hard! Hard! Yep, yep, yep!
Nice shot.
She can see like
It's a beautiful
quarter.
shot by Rachel.
Do you like it? It's really good. Yeah, okay, 14 more.
Mission accomplished.
No, not really. I've already thrown this same shot 2 ends ago, so I
Mike is
So drawing against 2 here.
I honestly think I would just try the double there, and you'd actually blank the end if you made it.
Yes.
You know, it's just tough
Yeah.
drawing in this spot in the ice, and got to
Yeah.
pretty much draw the button.
Well, this is why the skips are paid the big bucks here. We'll see if she can hit the button
that
for
was a
one.
lot, so.
look up.
Even if she outcounts the top one, it's okay. This is looking pretty good.
Not at 14, it's not bad.
It's really busting, so they got to go hard to get it there. No, it just comes up short. STEELE 1 for Team STEELE. That will put them up 4-3.
Like another center?
Team Warriner will have the hammer playing the 6th end.
One, I don't. Pardon? So you like putting up a center?
There's been a lot of steals in this game, Mary.
Yes, there has. So I think Rachel's decided she's going to put another one in front of the rings here.
You're in, it's okay.
Well, I'm sure these teams have played each other a lot, so she'd have a pretty good idea what call Team Warriner would make with her first lead rock. So maybe she thinks if she puts it in, it would get hit. I don't know. Normally you would try to put it top 4 here and hope that the other team puts up the corner guard, and then you throw a nice tight guard on it.
14-7. Good.
So Shannon Warriner being asked to put up a corner guard here. Shannon is also a soccer player, and she's a musician, plays the clarinet and the oboe.
I also played the clarinet in band.
Did you?
Mine's really nice. Good. Really nice.
Okay, and lead, Rebecca
5-6.
Smith. Plays on the school volleyball team. Likes to cook and bake, and she loves spending time with her family, her cousins, and her friends.
Lines out! Michaela, close! Michaela, close! Really needs to go. Can you finish? Can you finish? Hard! 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 All the way, hard, hard, hard. Just slid a little wide on that. I got 14-4.
Chance for a hit and roll here.
Okay. That's fine.
So Michaela plays the piano. She's been playing for 10 years. She likes water skiing in the summer and enjoys bouldering, and it helps her build up her upper body muscle. So these kids are super fit as well.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I missed that. Does that seem like a lot to you? She looked like she pushed it.
Okay.
So just rolling out on that one will give Warriner a chance to get around this corner guard.
Mm-hmm. She also could make a play on the center and roll for another corner. She didn't like the center guard there. It's really important for her to score in this end.
Line's a little tight. Yeah, line.
So Sarah Bailey is another musician, baritone saxophone in the Regional Arts Program. Rugby player, basketball player.
Shannon, finish if you can.
And she wants to play on arena ice.
Hard finish, hard!
Well, the way the ice conditions are this week here with the curl, it's very similar.
Yeah, it is.
That was a great draw.
Sure was.
8-5.
I think even if she just straight peels this, it's a good shot.
Whoa. Whoa. Yeah, yeah. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay.
They want to roll that right out. It does.
Well, that definitely opens things up, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Do you like hitting this or just split the rings?
Nice opportunity, though, for Team Warriner. She's got her 2 set up if they can execute the end out.
Putting a freeze on this would be a great shot.
Yeah, I
by
agree.
Sarah.
They were on this right out of her hand.
Hard. Keep going. Bars will go. Yep. Okay.
Nice sweeping by the brushers to get that in. I think they were a little concerned it was light.
9.
So Grace Lloyd plays field hockey and baseball, enjoys running, and plays and also teaches piano. She must be a very patient person.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 9-3.
Control. What way do you like? Okay. Yep.
Like, look at this. So Brienne Donegan, she plays the flute and violin. Oh my God, we could have an orchestra.
We really could.
Yeah.
Instead of a banquet, we could just have a big jam session.
Concert.
Whoa. Good.
I'll give you a little less. Yep.
Whoa. Oh, yep. Whoa. Yep. Yes. Hard.
I got a 10 on that.
Can't save her shooter on that one. So another chance to split the rings here for Team Warriner.
Down.
What? Not really. It's easier for them to hit and roll. Wait on Lee. Whoa. Wait on Lee. Wait on Lee.
Team Warriner wanting to split the rings here.
I got a 13-3.
Easy. Whoa.
Nice draw.
Same thing. Like there?
That's good.
Okay, 9. 9.
Like I didn't like putting it over there because it's a short roll.
So skip Rachel Steele. Doesn't have a lot listed under her hobbies. She likes to swim, collect $2 bills.
Where do you come up with this stuff?
Whoa.
I don't sleep much at night.
Yep. Yes.
Oh, looks really good for the
Oh,
roll.
what a great shot.
Nice shot.
Wow.
Perfect behind.
Do you like just coming around? Yeah. There's nothing
No,
else
not at
going.
all.
You could try the run, but
Still gives Team Warriner a nice chance here.
Wow, that just tired. I was like, what was my weight on that? Was it down a bit? Okay.
okay. Just gonna come around.
So Madeline is just going to draw around that yellow rock now. Rachel kind of took that potential two-ender away for the time being.
Yeah, she sure did. That was a heck of a roll. We haven't seen a lot of great hit and rolls so far this week.
Madeline is a vegetarian, and she's been a vegetarian since she was 6 years old.
Really? I would starve to death.
That one in.
Yeah.
Good for her.
Yeah, it should curl though.
Now, do you think she made that decision when she was 6?
I got
Mom,
12.5.
I'm a vegetarian.
Well, I would think so.
Yeah?
Sure.
I guess, yeah, you know, she probably just didn't really enjoy
I like that.
meats.
Even a little lighter is okay. Well, I don't give her a double, but
Well,
I think a 60 would have been good.
bit of a missed opportunity there, trying the freeze. Throws it a little heavy. So great chance if Team STEELE can make a nice shot here. Really put some pressure back onto Team Warriner.
okay, just like top 4, top 8.
I bet she was a huge animal lover at that age. And
It could
just
be.
couldn't take it.
Or a picky eater, too. At that age, sometimes you are. And although usually kids hate the veggies.
True enough.
Yeah.
Sweepers on this one early.
Line looks great.
Line's fine!
Just sink one in here. Second
They
shot.
need to finish it a little now.
Finish! Hard finish! Hard! Hard!
Pretty nice shot by Rachel.
Yeah, she could have, if the sweepers had finished that, they kind of came off it around the hog line, and they could have really made that one curl toward the end. Sunk some more in underneath the guard. Might be a double there. She wants to take it on. So big shot here. Down one, playing the 6th end.
Oh, the stick, yeah. So she makes that. She just has a stick in the 8-foot.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. So I need to throw what feels like.
You can't do that. You can't see enough of that. Yeah.
Little snug out of her hand. Yeah, all over the front one. So that's going to be a steal of 3 in the 6th end to put Team STEELE up 7-3 after 6. Team Warriner will have the hammer playing 7.
Wow, what a big turnaround there.
Sure was. They were set up for a 2 most of that end. That's a 5-point swing.
Wow. Again, we talk about how one really good shot can change the entire end around. And Rachel's first shot, she rolled behind the yellow one, changed that end around.
Line's a little tight!
So while they're getting started here in the 7th end, we should just do a few updates. On sheet 1, it's a tie game. They're playing the 6th end between Team Como and Team Pollock, tied at 5. On sheet 3, the score is tied at 2 apiece between Team Doig and Team Duchesne. And game over on sheet 4 with Team Mungles winning 7-2 over Team Bernard. So lots of exciting action here, Mary.
Yeah.
Over and off. Okay.
So good call here by Team STEELE. They're going to throw the second one through. They don't need any more points right now, and any rocks they put into play are going to help Team WARRINER.
Yeah, we talked about that in the this morning's game. Putting 2 rocks in the rings in this situation probably hurts you more than anything.
Mm-hmm. Maybe they were watching.
Maybe. Maybe we taught them something. But I have a feeling that their coach, Jennifer McGee, has probably discussed this situation with them before.
Yeah, I think a lot of these teams have some game plans in mind, depending on the situation.
Line's fine. Make them equal if you can. Good. Okay, nice.
Which one?
So Team STEELE, they'll start peeling away here.
Ah! Yes! Hard! Hard! Hard!
She's got to be careful here. Bit of a mistake with the nose hit.
Draw. Draw.
Yeah, more.
So with 2 guards up, a 3 could be in play.
Yeah, so she's just going to ignore the opponent rock on the top 4 foot. She's going to come around her corner guard.
Line's fine. Hard line. Yeah, line. Hard line. Line's great. Yes, 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 yes. Hard. Get it here, get it here, get it here. Hard. Every inch, finish. Yes, 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 yes. Hard. Nice.
Really nice shot.
Yeah, it's a beauty.
Strike peel?
So Rachel just asking for the straight peel here.
Yep. Yep. Yes. Hard. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay.
Yeah, she's it's not easy peeling on this ice, especially to the wings.
That much more on that
You get it going at all and it's gone.
one. That one was, I don't know. Her first was
Peels you want to run straight. It's hard to do that on this ice.
Line's fine. Yeah, line. Whoa, line's fine, line's fine. Yep. Yeah, line. Hard. Hard, get it here, get it here, get it here, hard. All the way, all the way, all the way. Far as it'll go, bury it. Yes, 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 hard.
Really nice sweeping there.
Nice sweeping.
9-5.
Even though they missed the peel where she rolled her shooter to perfectly guard her rock in
I
the
know.
4 foot,
It's a break.
Team WARRINER's going to have some trouble accessing that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh.
So a bit of a break.
Yes. Hard. Hard. Roll it under that one. Oh, okay. I didn't really know how to do that. I got a 9.
You like that? Normal? Like really thin. Super thin, like here. Freeze? I don't mind that.
Okay, so we have a timeout here for Team WARRINER.
Okay. Oops, sorry. I don't mind it.
For you guys to find draw weight. You're not hitting anything. Bump stuff back.
Okay.
Nothing getting taken out.
Do you like just freezing or
Bump the back.
bump?
Bump them back.
So play like back 12?
Back 4.
Back 4?
Bump the bump them back.
Like a 60s?
You have to find your draw weight sooner or later. So it's good practice for the next game. I know, that was a good one. We'll look after, but just bump them back.
Okay.
Keep rocks in play.
Yep, for sure.
Lady.
Okay.
Let's go get him, girls.
So after the timeout, I think Team Warriner is just going to look at maybe tapping this back. Yeah, I think she's going to tap back the blue one that's sitting on the top 8 foot.
Yeah, I mean they're in a little bit of trouble. There's 2 blue. They are both in front of the tee line. So
Actually
they've gotta
tapping shot rock here,
yeah, I think you're right.
which is great call.
Oh, that's actually really good to roll behind.
Yeah.
So now they've got 2 behind the corner. Don't know who is the third shot.
Where? I think it's us, so we're third.
I think
Do you
that
like it?
corner guard's not helping them.
Then you're just gonna go there.
You know, the way this curls here, if she's at all wide on this, she could actually hit the yellow one out on the top 12 foot.
Yeah,
If
true.
she just squeezes by this guard. But the shot is to peel the guard.
Yeah, and coming this way, you have some options. She might need to use one of these options. You call it, Crystal. And she gets the bonus of rubbing her own over in front of theirs. Oh, boy. Sometimes things just go your way.
Yeah, they do.
Good call.
Well, that's kind of disheartening for the opposition when your opponent misses the shot that they were called, but then comes out better.
They make something even better.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's
But-
when you just go, it's not our day.
That's right,
You
yeah.
kind of have to just go, okay.
It happens to everyone.
Absolutely. We've always said there's a component of luck to curling.
Oh, absolutely.
Shannon, go ahead. Shannon, go ahead. Okay.
Or we could just do that. Yeah. I think we have to come that way. 9-5. 7-9.
So chance to make a play on this rock. She's got a couple options where her shooter goes.
Roll on top of the blue. Whoa!
Uh-oh. She might get the double. Oh, not quite. Does remove one. Still a chance here for Team Warriner to get a couple points.
Sorry.
If she sinks this really good, potential 3.
Yes, for sure.
Last ice? Was that up?
You're a 9-3, but at the end you kind of like.
Okay.
You
Shoot,
need to be like
sorry.
half in the 8.
So Madeline's going to try to come around the center guard. Sit 2.
Yeah, she'd love to sink this one. 3 points would be really good.
I feel like she won't be. Yeah, you can't see anything.
Go ahead, go ahead.
I got 13.
Sweeper's backing off on this.
Yeah.
A little heavy.
If she sits around, she's wide
I don't mind
open.
just hitting this one. Even that, I like that. If we can get around. 9-5. I gave you here. 9?
So Team STEELE probably breathing a little sigh of relief that she didn't sink that one really good. Probably the max you could give up here is 2.
Mm-hmm.
And you will still have very good control of this game.
9. Just get rid of it, really. But roll underneath the guard if you can. Yeah. Right off!
Oh, and you know, Lori,
Oh dear.
I was just going to say, oh, she might have
she
a
has
piece.
a piece.
On Grace!
Aye.
Well, when you said so the max she could get is 2, and all I could think of is, well, unless she openly misses this shot,
Wow.
which I did not think she would do.
I did not see that one coming either, to be
Am I
honest.
turning them out?
The only thing that worried me was when she said, just make it go away. I think you have
Did
to
I
be a
turn
little
that
more
over?
Right.
precise with your thoughts on that. Just
Yeah.
say nose hit.
Nose is really good.
You almost relax a little bit on those shots that are deemed easy.
Right, yeah.
So really,
Yeah.
just, you know, these kids are still young. They're still
Oh, yeah.
learning, but just something to think about so that doesn't happen again. Really make sure you're thinking the correct thoughts in the hack.
Well, I think Rachel overthrew those last 2 hits of hers, and she's getting spooked a bit by the ice, seeing how much it curls even with hits.
Sweepers are working really hard on this.
It looks okay.
Chance for 3. Keep this
Got it.
game close. No mistake there. Big 3 points.
Wow, what a turnaround that is.
Did not see that coming. So with that, score is 7-6. Team STEELE will have the hammer playing the last end. This one's going to come down to the wire.
It is.
Team STEELE would love to bring Team Warriner back to the field. They're leading at 3-0 at this point. So need to regroup a little bit. That was kind of a not the best 3 to ever give up.
No. So that really gives the Warriner team a lift going into this last one. When you take
definitely.
a 3 and all of a sudden you're within a point, whereas the STEELE team are going to have to really pull it together here and try to put that behind them. They're still in control of this game.
Absolutely. Yeah, you have to put it into perspective a little bit. Just forget that last end and say, okay, If we didn't know before the game started if we would be happy being up one with the hammer, I think most people would say, yeah, we'd be pretty happy about that. So
Yeah.
just have to change the mindset a little bit, stay positive.
Well, and that's all part of sports, you know, is to be able to park those feelings.
Yeah, it's a lot of in between the ears action.
Close. Go. Yep. Yep.
So looking at the tick here. This one looks close, or did they over bake it a little?
Really nice try
Oh,
there.
great try.
2-5.
So another center line guard will be called here. Longer guard.
Wait only. 1-2. Take a look. We need to move. Over. Leave it as high as you can.
Very nice shot. Two great shots
Perfect.
by Shannon.
At this point, they're just trying not to set up a double peel situation. So Team STEELE, I think, switching gears here. They're playing the draw.
Grace, close. Hard. Hard. 14-4. Hard all the way. Hard.
Trying to get a piece
Keep going,
around.
keep
Top
going,
eight's
finish,
really good. It's a nice shot.
Do you like this? Okay, yep.
So good call here. Sarah's going to try to come around these guards. Honestly, if you can put this top button, it would be perfect.
Yep.
I actually like that Team STEELE didn't sink that shot perfectly, because that is a very usable stone. If they do sink one behind, at some point they will be able to do a short run through. So realizing that was late, they're just going to leave that as a guard. So now I think you're going to see Team STEELE start peeling.
This.
They could go after the two shorter ones. Those ones are hurting them a little bit more. I think we have a timeout.
So the coach, Coach Jennifer McGee is going to come out, talk to the girls.
Good thing you're not mic'd. That's definitely the way to miss. Yeah. More color is not as good. Do you think if you hit the top, like the middle yellow one and hit it into the yellow one? Like if you hit it on the outside though. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I know what you mean. You could end up just jamming those two. At least with the top one, you could. I mean, oh, I don't.
Because the way these yellows are lined up, if you're hitting that top one onto the second one, depending on how you hit it, can hit the third one over into the blue one. Yeah. Okay? I want to be very careful that you guys are looking at all those angles. Okay? Now the other thing too is, knowing that putting pressure on her is the hardest thing for us, you can think about whether or not you want to leave those guards. Okay? I'm not saying I like it.
I don't like it.
Yeah, okay, but let's really be careful with these angles, because I think playing the intern at it, as long as you're only going for the peel on the top one, you're fine. But as soon as you're trying to double peel them, you're in trouble.
So you just like the single peel?
I almost like leaving the top one and trying to double peel the two that are closer.
Okay.
Right? You hit it on the outside here, right?
Yeah.
This one goes and the other one goes over the top.
If she buries me, I have a little run on this
At least that other guard's really high,
Yeah.
right? But it's up to you guys. Take your time. You got lots of time to think about it, okay?
Yeah.
You know, it's still your call. It's your decision. Okay? Take a look and talk about it. She gets what I would say. Cream.
I think that was a really good timeout called by the coach. She really gave her opinion, but said let the girls to decide what they actually wanted to play. I really like this call. The two short guards are hurting her more than the long one. No matter where they put their rock around that long guard, they're going to have some access to it. Just have to be a bit careful on this as to not jam it on the blue. Really nice shot there.
Very nice.
I got 8.
It's a great call.
Mm-hmm.
Well thrown.
Yeah.
Still a decent situation here for Team Warriner.
Yeah, they're going to try to put another tight guard up here.
Yeah, I love it. Like right behind the center, but nice tight to the rings. You'll give Team STEELE no choice but to hit the top one.
Right.
So like just getting the top one. 8.
Again, she could just play the same shot she just did.
Yep. Whoa. Oh. Oh. Okay. I got 8.
Okay, nice peel.
We got the exact same time on both of those. 8. Oh. 1. Tolerance is 2.
So trying to throw a second center guard without setting up a double peel. These ones are tricky.
Take a look! Up!
Yeah, they just want this just over the hog.
This is
It's
coming
coming in too tight.
very tight.
Setting up a double peel here.
Yeah. You do have to be a bit careful.
I don't think I like hitting those. Like it might if we go that way.
I don't think you have to worry about the jam. Even if you do jam, it's not
Like
the end of the world.
Yeah, the ones that are hurting you are the rocks out front for sure. She can hit it
Like
thin
they have some space.
on the high side
go
and it
this
should be
way,
okay.
If you you just can't overcurl. Because if you overcurl, then we're doing that. So you like playing this side with just extra. Okay.
you like an 8-5?
I think I like the other turn better and hitting it thin on the other turn.
Well, I think this turn's easier to make the double, but it's probably jamming into the blue rock.
That's what I think.
Which I'm not, but that wouldn't worry me too much.
Okay.
It's only top 12.
Yep.
Right? I don't
And
know.
then there's no guards, true.
Yeah.
I just think you have a lot of options with the other turn.
Mm-hmm.
You can hit it thin over top.
Yeah.
No chance of jamming.
Well, she threw this well. Let's see what happens here.
Yep, yep.
Yeah, it was lined up all day for that.
Yeah.
So the other turn would have given her a better result. I think she threw it well. One of those darn old learning opportunities. So Team Warriner has 2 rocks in the rings. They're going to be throwing some guards here.
Whoa. Line's fine. Line's fine. Needs to move a little bit. It's starting to go though. Line's fine. Brianne, hard. Hard. Good.
Do I go in that way? Yep.
Just calling the straight peel here. Just have to be careful not to jam it on the 1 and the 12 foot.
Whoa.
Make it better.
She'd actually love to clip one of these out, though.
She would. She just has to be careful not to make it better for her. Oh, it's
There, that's a great
nice.
shot.
If she was ready to sweep it, it might go out. Didn't quite get it through the rings, but
No, it never, every time I go down, it doesn't move. It just stays in. Sorry, my broom is disabled.
Rachel's having trouble with her broom. Sticking to the ice surface.
interesting.
2-3. 85-90.
The reason Rachel would have liked to get that one out of there is right now she may have to be shooting against a loss.
That's right.
With the other 2 yellows in the house.
Absolutely.
And it's a little more pressure than having to shoot just against the tie.
Yeah, I'm assuming they're still going to throw a guard here and then potentially tap that on her last. But I didn't see the call, so I'm just speculating.
Brianne. Hard every inch, hard. Go, hard.
Okay, nice guard.
Yeah, I guess so. Or do
But I think it does leave a chunk of that yellow rock.
How much can you see of this?
She may make a play on that.
I guess I don't mind hitting it, yeah.
I think this is the right call. What do you think, Mary?
Yeah, that yellow guard is fairly long, so it's not too troublesome for the STEELE team.
Well, if she hits this and is shot,
9-5.
and then
What?
Team Warriner puts a draw in around, it would only be for the tie.
Right.
If she peels the front and Team Warriner plays the tap on that, if she makes it really good, there could be a chance to steal
For the
more
loss.
than one.
Yeah.
So this is a good call. She does need to make it. Stick around.
Whoa!
Nice shot by Rachel.
Does she get the bonus double? Oh, almost. Nice shot. Really well done.
keep doing something.
I don't know if I like it.
I feel like all of my coaches.
If we do that, she has
That was
the
what?
full 8 foot.
Yeah, that was
She has the full 8 foot for her draw.
Yeah.
I think we gotta do this.
But not that much, just enough to like make the throw a little.
Make her have the slash rather than an open draw to the 8 foot, right? Yeah. If we're there, that's great. Yep. Okay. Same mic. How much time do I have? Okay.
That was a great conversation between the skip and the third.
I think it jams. It's higher now. It's higher now. I think it jams. I don't want to risk it. I like the draw. Do the draw. 40 seconds.
Skip is feeling the draw here. I think this is a good call. It was really well thought out. If she makes a play in the top one, it really gives Team STEELE the whole, practically the whole rings to draw to for the win.
This looks like it's a little hot.
I think I heard them say they only had 40 seconds left, so when that happens, the adrenaline gets pumped up a little. Needs to stop in time to sit one.
I got a 13-1.
Oh, I think it just hung on. Maybe not. Nope. Slips too far. So Team STEELE doesn't have to throw their last rock.
Good game, good luck.
So they have the victory over Team Warriner.
Good game, good luck. Good game.
7-6 final.
So that will conclude our coverage of the featured game here this afternoon with Team STEELE defeating Team Warriner by a score of 7-6. So please tune in at 4:15 this afternoon when we're going to be featuring Team Lund from the Whitby Curling Club up against Team Lydiot from the Hawkesbury Golf and Curling Club. Until then, on behalf of Lori, myself, and the entire TSL crew, we wish you all a great afternoon from Hamilton.